Hello YouTube. Okay, so this video is basically me talking about how I came to learn Spanish because I'm really interested in languages, linguistics, things like that. And also I've seen a lot of videos on how I learn Korean, Japanese, Chinese, French, even Spanish. And I think they're really important. They're great teaching tools to show people this is how I learned, this is what I did. Maybe you can do it. You know, anyone can learn a language, and it's never too late. So I wanted to make a video. I didn't want it to be too long, but yeah, I wanted to make a video and talk to you guys about how I learned Spanish. So when I was about, I would say, y además creo que voy a hacer la mitad del vídeo en español y la otra parte en inglés. Mejor creo, para todos los visitantes aquí en YouTube. So, I'm gonna do some Spanish, some English. So I learned when I was really young. I was probably 6 or 7 years old. So that's how I got a lot of the pronunciation and accent. I saw in my neighborhood there were so many people speaking Spanish. I lived in California, and I thought it was the craziest, most insane, amazing, like, how do these people not speak, I mean, how do they speak English with me and then Spanish with their families? I no lo creí. I couldn't believe it. And so I thought, I'm gonna learn Spanish because, I mean, why not? I'd look really cool, but also, once I got older, I realized if I learn Spanish, then I learn a completely new, amazing culture that I never thought was there, that I never thought existed. An amazing culture of Spain, an amazing culture that has to do with Mexico, Peru, a lot of Central America, Honduras, Colombia, Argentina. And so I began learning Spanish. I began listening to music videos, just listening to music, the radio. I was a weird kid. I would read a lot of magazines, try to read them in Spanish, pretending like I understood them, and I really didn't. But I would self-teach myself. I was that kid who stayed in for recess to read a book in Spanish and try to get something out of it. I was pretty much that kid. And so, ¿qué más? Y para los españoles que estáis viendo este vídeo, para practicar y para escuchar un poco el inglés, puedes practicar un poco y creo que es muy útil para escuchar a un anglófono. So basically, I think it's really good for both viewers, Spanish and English speaking, to watch this video, and Japanese and Chinese, anyone. So what else? So that's how I got a lot of my pronunciation and my accent, was from a lot of my friends. Basically, you have to, if you're not in a Spanish-speaking place, you have to practice constantly with friends who are Spanish speaking, at least well enough to teach you a lot of things that you didn't know, even if they're not native. I think it's positive. So right now, also in college, I've been studying Spanish. So I've been studying Spanish for about 6 years now, so not that long. Long enough to be pretty fluent in the language, but still have a lot more practice. Y ahora mismo estoy en España, un año entero para practicar español y para cursar asignaturas en español como la fonética y la lingüística la lingüística española y sociolingüística también, y otras asignaturas, otras clases como la literatura hispanoamericana, y cosas así. And so while here, I've learned an amazing amount. So if you want to learn a language, I think it's amazing for you to go to that place where the language is spoken, and I think you guys would get a lot out of it. So what else? Also, if you guys want to talk to me about how you learned a second language or third, fourth language, or if you're studying abroad, things like that, like I am for a year in Spain, then you guys can leave me comments, anything. I love to read them. I'm just here in my room alone, studying Spanish, taking classes in la Universidad de Granada in España, and I really have nothing else to do. So I'd love to hear your questions, commentaries. Y además, para los españoles, si tienes comentarios o algo así, preguntas, respuestas para, yo qué sé, puedes dejar un comentario abajo porque me gustaría leer todos los comentarios y sí, porque tengo mucho tiempo para, no sé, to do anything. I have a lot of time on my hands and I love to see you guys' comments. How did you learn Spanish? How did you learn French or Japanese? And yeah, so that's my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it and comment back. Tell me what you think. Okay.